Hello. Thought we'd do something a little different today, something that may shock and amaze you. And, in honor of having surpassed the 10 subscriber threshold, last time I checked, we had 11 subscribers, which, on my way toward fame and fortune. Yeah. But as sarcastic as I want to be and like do some joke thing about 10 people, it's nice to have 10 people, and thank you 10 people, I do really appreciate it, and I hope these trends continue, and right now we're averaging more than one person a day, so I hope that by this time next year we can have 20 people. That would be swell. Um, but today, I was cleaning up this room because I'm the messiest person in America, and I found this old wallet. And I thought it might be fun to, number one, not show you any of the credit cards in here or anything that might contain vital personal information, but to go through some of the random cards I found and embarrass myself and, you know, refresh my reignite my memory cells, and be filled with horrible nostalgia. So so let's go through my old wallet. This is a card for an ice cream store in New York City where I used to go as a little baby. It's called the Chinatown Ice Cream Factory. I used to love getting the ginger flavor. Last two times I've been there, they didn't have ginger. It was very sad. We got a business card to a shoe store, and on the back, I'm pretty sure, is the name of the shoe salesman who sold me a shoe. We've got a Cup Bop stamp card. If I order 12 Cup Bops, I believe I get a free Cup Bop. It doesn't actually say that on here, but there is a disclaimer on the back. Oh, yes, buy a dozen bowls, get one free. So far, as you can see, I bought one bowl, so I am well on my way. Uh, Note, this does not include kids' bowls and the daily special menu. Okay, so you got to buy a beef, pork, or chicken bowl. That is important. This is my Criterion channel card. There's nothing personal on here. I can show you this. I can show you that, in fact, I was a charter subscriber. I was one of the first subscribers to the Criterion channel, so I got this nifty little card. And I've never actually watched the Criterion channel because it was on it wasn't on PlayStation, and I've always just had PlayStations. I finally got an Xbox. It's on Xbox. I could watch it anytime I want. I still don't watch it, but I could have watched it for years because it's also available on Fire Stick. I've had a Fire Stick for years, but I keep losing the remote. So someday I will actually watch the Criterion channel, which I have been subscribed to for 5 years. And I am excited about that because they have a lot of cool looking movies on there. This is a sticker for a local toy store. Good times. They got some good stuff in there. Mike's Vintage Toys. Check it out if you are in the area. What else we got? Luna Gifts and Botanicals. Collect 10 stamps. Get one 4-inch succulent or cactus free. I believe I got this card when I bought the succulent that used to be on my desk in my office, which I just horribly murdered. You know, and it was nice because when I got furloughed from my job and ultimately laid off from my job during the whole COVID bonanza, um, my I left the plant on my desk at work, and my coworkers who were still working in the office came in and helped keep my plant alive, which was very lovely. And eventually they brought it to me, dropped it off, and I completely forgot about it and just let it wither and die because that's just the kind of guy I am. I am a member of the AAA 24 fan club. You can see on the back here. It does not say I'm a charter member, even though I was a charter member. They didn't give me a fancy metal card like the Criterion channel, but this does say that I do have all access, and I do. I can confirm that I have all of the access. This is a gift card to the Dayton Beer Company. Where have I been there in my life? Maybe. I think it's possible that I have. I can't remember. I think this is a gift card, and I think there's money on it, and I have no idea how much money's on it, um, or if I've already spent it, or how many years ago I got it. I don't have this information, but maybe I'll find out. I'll do some investigative research. What do we got here? We got a Lindt truffle card. I love Lindt truffles. There's an outlet mall near here where you can buy individual truffles and try all the flavors. Uh, I never go because it's far away and it's hard to convince people to drive to the outlet mall to go to the Lindt store, especially because I used to have a Culver's there so you could get some butter burgers and some cheese curds, but now there's a Culver's here. You don't got to drive all the way to the outlet mall to go to Culver's. So, you know, I miss you, Lindt store. We got the business card to B&H Vegetarian Dairy Restaurant. This is a restaurant in New York City in the East Village, I do believe, where you can get a real good knish. You know, if you're looking for the best knishes around, that's where you go. This is a business card of. I'm not going to share her information there, but this is a person who drove me in an Uber and gave me wonderful advice on self-publishing. And talked to me about aliens. We have an Air Force base near here, and she was talking about how they got aliens down there, and they won't tell anybody. So that was a fun conversation. I enjoyed that. And maybe they do. I don't think they do, but I'm ready and willing to be proven wrong. I would be excited. Uh, this is good. You got Skyline Chili, cheesy rewards. Present this card every time you purchase a meal of $5 or more. Get your 11th meal free. So you spend $50, you get $5 off because your 11th meal is up to a $5 value. I don't know what kind of meal you can get for less than $5. Maybe I can get a chilito, which is a burrito that is full of chili and spaghetti and cheese. You know, but we'll have to find out. This expired. I want to point out it is currently July of 2024. This expired in April of 2016. So about 8 years ago. And as you can see, 8 years ago, I did make significant progress there. I believe I got two of my meals stamped. So what a tragedy. I only had 8 more meals to go before I could get another additional meal of $5 or less. And it's a shame. And I mourn for that lost bowl that will never be. And speaking of lost things that'll never be, buy 10 dogs and get one free. These aren't actual, pet dogs, which would be nice. These are hot dogs. And this tells you something that I purchased 6 hot dogs. You should maybe eat, 6 hot dogs in your life. Uh, but I definitely made it through more hot dogs than cup bop bowls or Skyline chili bowls. If you don't know what Skyline chili, I should explain that because it's the greatest food in the universe. It's chili topped with a thin meat sauce laden with all kinds of spices. There's some cinnamon in there. Some people put a little chocolate in there and some allspice and some. It's very interesting. They call it a chili, but it's not a chili. It's like a thin Greek-inspired meat sauce originally created by Greek immigrants who, it's the same sauce that's on like conies. Um, if you know what those are, Detroit, Ohio, whatever. And then you get that topped with. If you want a 3-way, you put cheese on there. You want a 4-way, you put beans or onions. You want a 5-way, you put beans and onions. Some people offer an elusive 6-way, which might have something like jalapeno caps or something. I don't know, but it's an incredible food, and it's the greatest thing Ohio has ever accomplished. in my opinion. And we did have several people like go into space and stuff and invent the airplane and shit, but chili spaghetti, I think, is our crowning achievement. I really do feel that way. Uh, Yet another card, and I got real far on this one. You know, Visit their food booth, get a stamp with each $10 purchase, receive $10 of free food after. I was close on this one. I got 6 stamps. And you know what? I think this truck is still around, and I don't see an expiration date on this, so maybe I'll bust it out again soon. This is when I was sitting in line to see Denzel Washington in a Broadway production of The Iceman Cometh. That was a cool show. It also had David Morse in it. Even if you don't know who David Morse is, you've seen him in a million movies. He was in The Rock, he was in Disturbia. And it also had Austin Butler in it, who was recently caught on because of the Elvis movie. I remember seeing him in this horrible, horrible movie called Yoga Hosers and being like, this movie is a piece of absolute garbage. But that guy is a really good actor, and one day he's going to get a really good part. And eventually he did in a little movie called Dune 2. But yeah, these are people who you can call, and they will stand in line for you, which is very nice. I appreciate that. So, give them a call. Give them a call. You ask for Robert and you get 10% off. And they'll stand in line for you for Hamilton. They'll stand in line for Dear Evan Hansen. They'll stand in line for SNL tapings. They'll stand in line for you at the DMV. That's nice. And Shakespeare in the Park, at autographs and book sign. They'll stand in line for you at a book signing. They'll get to the front, and the guy will be like, "What's your name? I would like to personalize this for you and do something beautiful for you and brighten your day." And they'll be like, I think his name was Keith. Give him a call. Toy Fan Addict, local toy store. 20% off my next purchase when it's complete. It's almost complete. I don't see an expiration date. Let's buy some toys. Let's fucking go. Local Revival House Theater. Once again, I got to see 8 more movies. Get another movie for free. I don't see an expiration date. Let's go. This is a random ticket to the Alex Garland film Men, which I thought was an underrated film. Alex Garland did, Ex Machina, and he did Civil War recently. He did, God, what's that movie? Annihilation. Yeah, yeah. He's an incredible filmmaker, and Men is probably his worst movie, but I still think it's a pretty remarkable movie. I really did love it. And you have that guy, I believe his name is Rory Kinnear, playing, every single male part in the movie. Pretty amazing performance. Great lead performance by Jesse Buckley. Like, the commentary is maybe a little on the nose, but I agree with the commentary, so I didn't object to that at all. And if you're offended by that movie, you got to think about why. I know I'm like a snowflake and stuff, but think about why. And the last thing we got here, we got the business card of Let's Paint TV. And I might talk about this guy more at some point because I find this guy incredibly inspirational. He's a guy who paints, exercises, and does another thing all at the same time. So he used to have a cable access show, and he would do a different third activity in every episode. So, for example, the first one I saw was Let's Paint, Exercise, and Make Blended Drinks. So he would be running on a treadmill, he would be painting a painting, and he would be blending up a smoothie all at the same time. And he's a fascinating guy. He's an inspirational guy. He does his own artwork on Etsy, which I would definitely like to get more of it. But what I have for now is one of his official Let's Paint TV brushes that he used during an episode of his public access television show. And he signed it for me on the back, as you can see, Mr. Let's Paint. So this is one of my most prized possessions. Um, and uh, and that's it. That's my old wallet. I have a new wallet now. It was made by Tommy Wiseau, the writer and director and star of The Room, who makes the finest wallets around. I don't know if you know this, but it is rumored that he partially funded The Room through the selling of leather goods from Korea. So maybe that's where my wallet is from too. That would be cool. But anyway, thank you, 11 people. I do really appreciate it, and let's get that number up to 15. I think we can do it. Merry Christmas. Bye.